Game 6, the stuff of legends, the stuff they write songs about. Giannis was immortal last night. He was Iron Man figuring out the suit. We saw him become an Avenger last night. And last night was a reminder. Last night was a reminder that through all the hard work, through all the dedication, the sacrifice, through the love of family, the support of community, it's all worth it with joy. You gotta laugh, TJ, you gotta laugh. You have to have joy in life. We so often get caught in the rat race. Hustle hard, hustle and motivate, rise and grind.
Team no sleep.
Yeah. Team
never,
no sleep.
Never not working.
24/7, locked in. Yes, you have to be focused. You have to have dedication. You have to have sacrifice. You have to have support, collaboration, family that believes in you.
No doubt.
And Giannis celebrated all of that last night. And he did it with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
And he did it while dancing. And he did it with joy. And it's so hard now in the world we live in at times to find joy, to find that peace of mind that makes us truly feel comfortable with who we are, where we're at, who we're with. And I love seeing people comfortable in their own skin, being exactly where they should be in the universe. And that was Giannis. Last night was a celebration of spirituality, of faith, of hope. He was so inspiring last night. I came into the studio an hour early. I said, Giannis, I'm coming in an hour early today. I was in here with the lights out.
Doing push-ups,
focus,
running stairs.
I saw that.
I think all of us came in a little bit earlier than normal.
Right? Everybody was in there a little
Man,
early.
I was hyped. That was awesome last night. If you don't like Giannis, that's a you problem, man. That was incredible. We saw a guy just smash through whatever we thought his ceiling could be. It is incredible. He is now on the path to greatness.
Go back a few years when he was tweeting with Kobe Bryant. You remember that? He tweeted out to Kobe, "What's my challenge?" And Kobe responded, MVP. And then he got the MVP. And then he said, "What's the next challenge?" He said, "Win a title." Last night he got the title. It's incredible. It gives you chills, goosebumps. This is the stuff of legends.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Forever etching his name in stone. An immortal, a basketball god. It was awesome last night. And here's what Giannis had to say after the game. His post-game sound was as epic, as inspiring as his play on the court. It's an incredible performance for the ages. Here's what he had to say last night about that exchange with Kobe Bryant.
You know, this started like almost like a joke at first. You know, like it was like I think a Nike ad, and he was sending like challenge to players, to Isaiah Thomas, DeMar DeRozan, and all that. And I was like, yeah, let me just shoot my shot. You know, kind of like, what's my challenge? And he was like MVP. But at first I was like joking. I didn't thought he's gonna respond to me. But when he did, he made me believe. Like I'm like, Kobe Bryant thinks I can do this. I can play in the higher level and lead my team and win the MVP. You know, and I had to do it. You know, I had to work hard. You know, and not necessarily let him down. I had to work hard because people believe that I can do it. You know, and that's the thing. I'm a people pleaser. You know, I don't like letting people down. I like letting, like, when I resigned with the city of Milwaukee, that's the main reason I resigned, because I didn't want to let the people down and think that, you know, I don't work extremely hard for them, which I do. You know, but be able to accomplish those things in this period of time it's crazy. It's unreal. It's freaking unreal. I can't believe it.
I want to give him a hug.
Yo,
that is incredible.
Unbelievable.
I got goosebumps and tears. That's amazing.
Ben Lyons in for Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen Show. We're going to have Cassidy Hubbarth joining the show a little later today. And Cassidy's been on the Giannis beat for a long time now, interviewing him as his star has risen in the NBA. And it's a reminder that life is a step-by-step process. It's not just accumulating a bunch of draft picks and hoping it works out, TJ. That's not the process. The process is getting 1% better every day, like Coach Juwan Howard says. The process is little by little building something and then continuing to build, not eating grapes before a playoff game, not shooting your shot on Twitter in other ways that many NBA players do. This man is focused, locked in, and he's doing it with a smile on his face and a love and appreciation for life. When he says things on the podium like, 8.5 years ago, my family, we didn't know where our next meal was coming from. I mean, this is game of life stuff. we sit on these shows and we do X's and O's on these players and we analyze their plays from the comfort of our studios and from not having to put our athletic talents on full display for the world to criticize. He does it every night, and he does it from a place that all of us, fortunately, can never even dream of where he came from. And he's doing it for his country. He's doing it for his parents, his family, his city, himself, and he's doing it with joy. That's the thing. It's not like closing off to the world and I'm locked in and I didn't come out of the gym all summer and no one knows. Man, this guy is loving life, and it's a reminder to all of us that these days are precious that we have. We don't know what tomorrow holds. You can dedicate and sacrifice your entire life to something, achieve it, and then the next day, it's all taken away. So if you're going to do it and you're going to go on this ride, you might as well have some fun with it. I was so inspired by it. Here's what he had to say, too, about not wanting to join a super team, which is obviously also a trend in the NBA.
I couldn't live. You know, there was a job that had to be finished. You know, I feel like the bubble did not pay us justice. You know, we give credit to Miami Heat. They played great, but it did not pay us justice. Like, everybody was feeling homesick. We're a family-oriented team. We wanted to see our families, but you know, coming back, I was like, this is my city. You know, they trust me. They believed in me. They believed in us. Even when we were lost, the city still was like on our side, and you know, obviously, I wanted to get the job done. You know, but that's my stubborn side. Like, it's easy to go somewhere and go and win a championship with somebody else. It's easy. I could go. I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I could go to a super team, and you know, just do my part and win a championship. Still won. But this is the hard way to do it, and this is the way I chose to do it, and we did it. We did it. We did it, man.
Jim on the front right.
Sitting up there kissing the Larry O'Brien trophy, holding the
Absolutely,
MVP.
he should be doing that.
And he's banging on the table and said, this is the way it's
awesome.
supposed to be done.
And as he said, and as we talked about yesterday and this week, he could have done that last year. He could have went anywhere. Every team would have taken him, and they would have blown up whatever they. I mean, Rich doesn't think.
Well,
Miami,
maybe not the Miami
Rich
Heat,
doesn't
Chris.
think Miami would have, but he could have went to any other team. 29 other teams would have blown up whatever they thought they had going to acquire this guy, and he didn't. He said, "No, I'm doing it here."
But that's the way trends go in life. Everybody hangs out over here on the left, and then some people start to realize, oh, the right's kind of cool. And then everybody hangs out over here on the right. First, the shorts are really tight. Then the Fab Five comes along. They're really baggy. Now the shorts are really tight again. And
Showing thigh meat.
It's just going back and forth. Well, player mobility, 10 years ago, the anniversary of the Gotcha Finals. LeBron creating the super team down in Miami. Not 4, not 5, not 6. Well, 10 years later now, the trend's the other way. Not to link up with your buddies, but to stay where you're at and to build something.
Can I ask a question real quick? We always throw out LeBron created the super team, and yet D-Wade never gets any kickback on that. They came to play with him. No one ever considers that maybe D-Wade was creating the super team. But that's not the point now. We'll save that for later. Let's continue with Giannis.
D-Wade had his title. He was a made man. He realized that he needed help in the back half of his career. And Giannis isn't saying, I'm doing this alone. Giannis is the first to show love to Chris Middleton. He's been on his team for 8 years.
Yeah. That moment that they had together
was amazing.
That moment they had together when he called him over and he was like, we did it. Bro, if that didn't get you yesterday.
If the Brooklyn Nets had won the NBA title, would those guys have looked at each other and been, man, we've been through so much. That 1 week where you were on a Zoom with Cynthia Nixon and you were out clubbing and I had to play, but then that week I was hurt and then you came and played and, man, it's been crazy playing this 7 games with you. No, it makes it meaningful. It makes it worth it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no such thing as a perfect marriage. There's only a battle-tested one. There's only thing, you know, you appreciate a quality relationship in your life when you go through some stuff. And Giannis and Chris Middleton have been through some stuff. This is a team that walked out of a game in the NBA bubble because of the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is a team that, you know, is at the forefront of the social justice conversation. This is a guy, Giannis, who's faced so much adversity in his life. And he did it with the guy who's been running with him for 8 years in the league. That never happens.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.